Welcome to Mindful Musings. Have you ever noticed the lines on the palm of your hand? They're always there with you, and they have particular meanings. If these lines form the letter M, the meaning is even more significant because it takes on symbolic and spiritual implications. Perhaps you've never noticed it because you don't believe in palmistry. Yet, having the M on your palm isn't simply about the theories of palm readers. But what does it really mean to have the letter M on the palm of your hand? We will explore this mystery in a story rich with Buddhist wisdom that can bring us emotional well-being and inner peace. So make yourself comfortable and stay until the end of the video because what you will hear will leave you speechless, especially if you are among the rare people who have this letter on their hand. But before we continue, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and activate notifications. This way, you'll stay updated when we publish new content for your spiritual growth. In a quiet Buddhist temple hidden in a charming Japanese forest, the elderly and wise Buddhist monk Ninsi gathered his disciples in the courtyard. "My children," Ninsi began in a calm, penetrating voice, "have you ever felt as if the universe were whispering ancient secrets about your destiny? Have you ever had the impression that your destiny holds something unique and mysterious in store for you?" The disciples, captivated by his eloquence, nodded, thinking of the sensations they had experienced over time. Imagine entering a place and feeling your own energy being absorbed, as if the environment were making demands on your life force, he continued. Have you ever felt that shiver down your spine, that subtle sensation that leads you to change course, cancel plans, or follow others? Just like when, at the last moment, something happens that takes you away from the path you had chosen. The disciples exchanged questioning glances, but Ninsi continued without giving them time to answer or ask questions. His intent was to make them think, but also not to distract them from his words. And then there is that strange and enigmatic symbol marked in your hands, the letter M. Those of you who have it know exactly what I'm talking about. One of the disciples raised his hand timidly. "Master, I have the letter M in the palm of my hand, and I've always wondered with anxiety what it meant." Another disciple added, "I also have the M on the palm of my hand, and I was told it would be a sign that we are destined to live less than others. But how are things really?" Ninsi smiled, a compassionate smile that seemed to light up the night itself. "Well, get ready to decipher the secrets that destiny has in store for you." With serene grace, the monk told them the parable of a traveler whose deeds were guided by a star in the shape of an M that illuminated the sky. That star was a light that illuminated his path, and it was as if it also illuminated his very soul, leading him through the mystery that enveloped the world. "Imagine," said the old monk, "that you are like that traveler with the letter M engraved in the palm of your hand. It is like having a secret map of the universe, an inner guide that pushes you towards your destination. But this map won't just take you to physical locations. It will lead you towards your true essence, your spiritual mission, and events that will change your life." The disciples listened with extreme attention, eager to discover more about the meaning of that mysterious letter that fascinated and disturbed all those who carried it in the palm of their hand. "Those who carry the letter M on the palm of their hand can manifest incredible inner strength," continued Ninsi. "These individuals are often natural leaders, capable of inspiring and influencing those around them. Their energy is magnetic, and they attract others to them like the stars are attracted to the moon. Sometimes they are political leaders or business captains. Other times simply good people who know how to illuminate the path of those around them, such as particularly charismatic parents, teachers, doctors, and spiritual leaders. In the spiritual world," he added, "the bearers of the letter M are true custodians of ancient secrets. They are in tune with the higher energies of the universe, capable of discerning hidden truths and guiding others towards the light. The disciples listened with growing amazement, feeling part of something bigger than themselves. Those who had the letter M printed on their hand began to feel special, while the others began to feel respect for their companions. However, Nincy warned, with the power of the letter M also comes great responsibility. You must use your gift with wisdom and compassion, or risk being overwhelmed by the dark forces that lurk in the shadows. As the fireplace crackled gently, Nincy urged his disciples to cultivate their connection with the letter M, to explore its mysteries with humility and gratitude, and to feel privileged. Remember, the monk said in a solemn tone, that your letter M is unique, as is your path. There is no one else like you, and no one can carry out your spiritual mission except yourself. The disciples nodded, feeling a new determination burning in their hearts. With the guidance of the wise monk, they were ready to explore the mysteries of the letter M and discover their true purpose in the universe. And so, in the tranquil Buddhist temple, the light of knowledge burned brightly as the disciples embraced their destiny with hope and confidence, ready to embark on a journey of discovery and transformation under Nincy's loving guidance. Majestically, Nincy slowly stood up, his figure bathed in a divine light that seemed to emanate from his very essence. Now that you understand the meaning of the letter M on the palm of your hand, he said in a grave but hopeful voice, it's time to explore its power and wisdom more deeply. The disciples approached him, eager to learn more. Look, Nincy said, pointing to the twinkling stars in the night sky. As the stars move harmoniously in the vast universe, so you too, with your letter M, are called to move harmoniously. Every decision you make is a universal dance between your free will and divine design. Every decision you make affects not just your reality but that of those you love and the universe itself. A disciple raised his hand. Master, how can we be sure that we are following the right path? How can we ensure that this privilege is not in vain? Nincy smiled, the wisdom in his eyes shining like an eternal flame. Listen to your heart, he said. Your letter M is like an inner compass, always ready to show you the way. But remember, the master continued, your journey will not be without challenges and difficulties. Dark forces will try to divert you from your path, but with the light of your letter M as your guide, you will be able to overcome every obstacle and emerge stronger and wiser than before. Another disciple raised her hand. Master, what if we don't have the letter M in the palm of our hand? Nincy paused for a moment, contemplating the question with deep thought. Even if you don't physically possess the letter M, you can still access its wisdom and power, he finally replied. True strength lies within you, regardless of external physical characteristics. Find your center, listen to your inner voice, and you will be guided towards your spiritual realization. The disciples looked at each other with a new sense of understanding and acceptance. The old monk's words were making them reflect, opening a world of emotions in their hearts and minds. Nincy, looking at the starry sky and with a deep breath, added, whether you bear the letter M or not, always remember that you are an integral part of the great mosaic of the universe. Each individual, with their own uniqueness and beauty, contributes to the fabric of life. May your journey be illuminated by the light of wisdom and love, and may you find your true essence and inner growth. With these words, Nincy closed his eyes, and the disciples looked at him in silence, feeling the depth of his message vibrate in the surrounding air. Time seemed to slow down, as if the universe itself had stopped to listen to the words of the wise monk. When Nincy reopened his eyes, his gaze was serene and radiant with hope. Now, he said in a clear voice, let us move forward, each of us on our journey of spiritual discovery and realization. May the light of our letter M, whether visible or not, always guide us toward our true essence and our highest destiny. And so, in the quiet temple, the fire of knowledge continued to burn brightly as the disciples set out towards their destiny with renewed vigor and awareness.